This is the So Fierce tutorial section C. I'm just demonstrating how I sew the arms and the legs. So first we cut out the pattern piece and we trace it onto our fabric with charcoal. And then we pin that piece of fabric and cut it out so that we have two sides. And then once you sew it all down using the sewing machine, leave a gap at the top and at the ankle to make it easier to flip things around, and cut the seam allowance as close as you can to the sewn line. For the posable wire, you just want to fold over both ends of the wire and cushion the ends with some scrap fabric. You can either glue that over the ends or you can just sew it down, which is what I did. And this is going to prevent the wire from ripping through the fabric of the doll. As you can see here, I did not do this for the legs and it ripped through. When flipping out my pattern pieces, I like to use jewelry pliers and a long wooden stick to help me with especially the more narrow parts of the doll. For the stuffing, you want to make sure that you use small sections of your polyfill and really fill out the foot especially. I like to use my wooden dowel to really make sure I get into the toe and the heel and make sure that foot is very firm. When attaching the hips to the body, you want to go in at a 45-degree angle. Starting with the inner thigh to hide the thread. Then just put your needle through the center of the doll's hips. Then pull it back through the center, back through the thigh at a 45-degree angle. And make a knot and hide the thread. Now I'm just going to repeat that process for the other leg. For the hands, we're going to do all that again. So cut out your pattern piece. Trace out the piece with charcoal and cut it out the other side. And for the hands, I am hand sewing this because I didn't have my sewing machine with me. So if you're going to hand sew this whole project, just keep in mind that you want to keep those stitches very close together. You can see it better here on this second hand I did, that little link of thread all around, and you want to leave a very big gap at the wrist, as you can see here in the tutorial. That's where you're going to flip it inside out and where the stuffing goes in. And just like before, for the wire, you're going to fold over the ends of the wire with your jewelry pliers and wrap them in fabric either with glue or with thread, which is what I did here. And now you have a lovely pair of arms that you can bend with the wire. I like to massage the stuffing a bit on the arms and the legs, as you can see here. Giving them a massage kind of spreads out the stuffing evenly and prevents any huge lumps. And here you can see I'm just playing with the wire posing the arm, posing the wrist, posing the elbow. And now we're ready to sew her arms. So you're going to pierce the inside of the arm, the shoulder, and try to get like a big piece of the shoulder. And you're going to take another big chunk of the torso. Make a knot, tie it off, and hide the thread. And here is our finished doll, front and back. And if you would like to purchase the pattern, it is So Fierce Sewing Patterns on Shopify. I'll have the link in my description as well as on my Twitter page. Thank you for supporting an independent artist that's so fierce.